Hi, and welcome back to Dwayne's Guitar Lessons, where in this episode I am building my second guitar. This one is an SG style, and in this series, particular video, we're going to be putting on the neck. Now, when it comes to guitars, like I mentioned before, you have two types of necks. You have your glued-in necks, or set necks, as they call them, and you have your bolt-on necks. And this one in particular has a bolt-on neck. Now I went for a bolt-on neck for a couple reasons on this particular kit. One of the reasons was because I liked the neck better. They had a set neck on one of their kits, but I didn't like the neck as much. This neck looks really nice. It's got the like trapezoid pearl inlay on there, so I thought that looked pretty cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bolt the neck to the body. And I've already drilled the holes. I didn't really make a video of all that, but basically you just drill the holes. The body's already got the holes drilled. You just have to drill them into the neck. And so what I do is I put the neck into the cavity. Okay, and they say the best way to do that is just pop it in there. Don't try to slide it in. Best just pop it in from the front. And then just put on the back plate. Be lined up with the holes, and then screw in the 4 screws that hold it. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. Let's see here. Let me do one of these bottom ones first. So basically what you do, you see this, alright? Just screw in these big screws. There's 4 of them. And basically what I did is I just took a drill that's a little bit smaller than the screw, and I drilled it into the body and the neck. And I didn't drill it too far. I want to be pretty tight when we do probably should have drilled it a little bit further, but that's okay. That'll be nice and tight when we get it all put together. And that's just like I said, just these 4 screws, that's all it is. These are what hold the neck of the guitar on. And then this chrome piece, this is called the backing plate. Okay. And like I said before, this is a delicate work, so you really have to take some patience with it. And that's why I'm doing this by hand with the screwdriver, not the power drill. I just don't want it to like strip out a screw or something, which that could happen. I probably should have drilled these holes a little bit longer. That's okay, because it'll really bite the wood when I get it in there. So good, that's all looking good. And then we just have 2 more screws here. So what I did when I drilled it, I took this drill bit and I put a piece of tape on there and just drilled it like that. And that's all there is to it. And I just basically measured the screw, so I made it a little bit shorter than the screw, so that way the screw, when it goes in there, and these are wood screws, so these ones are a little bit different than the screws that I mentioned in the bridge, when you're, those bridge, I'm sorry, not the bridge, the pickup screws, those pickup screws that you fasten the pickups to the pickup. Those are metal screws, and those screws got to fit in from the very first point of impact with the sleeve that they're going into. But the wood screws are a little bit different. They just need a little bit of something to grab onto, and then you can just screw them in there and they'll grab on, which I think is pretty good because it really makes them tight. So that's how you put on the neck. Like I said, you just drill out the holes. I would recommend either drilling out the hole, if you can find a drill bit that's about the same size, that's probably the best, or maybe one that's a little bit smaller in diameter. So that way when you when you drill the holes in it, they'll be the right size. Okay, so there we go. There's the neck on now. This bad boy is almost ready to go. So this is what it's going to look like. We're going to have the bridge, tail piece, and then we're ready to put on the strings. We've got the tuners, we've got the neck bolted in, everything's good to go. So thank you once again for watching this. And when I get those strings on there, we'll check it out. We'll get it set up like it's supposed to be, and we'll go from there. Thanks once again for watching. Appreciate it. If you like the video, let me know. If you have any comments, let me know. Until next time, take care.